Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be talking all about the new improved reformulated color drop serum blushes from Cosmetics. So they essentially have relaunched their iconic serum blush line, and I was lucky enough to receive it all in PR. So I have all 8 shades here. I will be reviewing the new formulation. I will show you all 8 shades, what it looks like on my cheeks, on my skin tone. So we do have a lot to touch base on. I do have a lot of thoughts, a lot of things to say. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and hop right into my review. Alright, so here is what the new serum blush looks like now. These do go for $28 USD on the Cosmetics website. There are 8 shades in total, and 2 shades are completely new to the lineup, but the other 6 you probably are a little bit more familiar with, or you might actually already own in your collection. So I'm just going to read off the little pamphlet to share what is claiming for their new serum blushes. So they say that the original serum blush returns better than ever to amplify your natural radiance with a forever youthful dewy finish. Color drop shades can be worn alone or mixed together to be uniquely yours. It also says that it's now formulated with evening primrose oil and ceramides for more hydration and radiance with every drop. They also redesigned the dropper for quick and easy application, and also there is more product in the blushes now. So previously in the old blushes it was 10 mils and now it's 15, so you get a little bit more product. It still has the same silhouette, but I would say the new blushes are just slightly bigger. So that is essentially everything new about the serum blushes. This is what it's going to look like from now. And if you guys are new to my channel, if this is the first review you're ever seeing of mine, I absolutely love and adore Cosmetics. A lot of their products are my staples. I absolutely just adore them, but their color serum blushes was that one product in their line that I personally did not like. I had a lot of issues with the applicator. I also had issues with the formula just looking really patchy on me. I just couldn't get them to work on my skin. So when I saw that they were reformulating, which we just gotta give props to the brand, because I feel like they really listen to their customers, and I think it takes a lot to really like reformulate, redesign, and just relaunch a formula in your brand that is so popular, and they did that, and I think that's something to give them props for. So when I saw that they were doing this, I was really excited, and I'm happy to say that my opinion on these serum blushes has changed a 180. I just love this formula, and I get the hype of liquid blushes now. I feel like for a long time I was just like, no, it looks too patchy on me. But I think the key to loving liquid blush is finding the right way to apply it, and I think I figured that way out. And that way for me personally is applying it with my fingers. So I have tried the old and new formula with a brush, with a sponge, and I think the best way to apply this is definitely with my fingers. And I just love how it looks on my cheeks. It's so glowy, so youthful, like literally forever youthful is the right term for it. Like it just looks so good. I'm wearing the shade Rose Milk right now, which is probably my favorite shade out of all 8. Like I'm literally obsessed with it, and I'm gonna wear this for the entire day. I'm gonna be doing a wear test. So today I actually have my second pole class, so I'm gonna wear it up until this evening, and I know I'm gonna be sweating because pole is so hard, guys. Like it's literally so hard. So I'm gonna wear it today, not having it set down. This is just the blush on its own on top of my concealer, and then tomorrow I will wear it while it's set, so you guys can see both ways and how long it lasts throughout the day. But anyway, back to the blush. I just love it now. Like I really do. I think it's such an amazing formula. And if we gotta compare it to the old formula, honestly with the old formula I wasn't really like too familiar with. I have used it a couple times and I didn't really enjoy it, so I wasn't really picking it up a lot because, you know, from the fair few times I used it I didn't enjoy it. I was like, I'm gonna use blushes that I do like. So just to compare, the 2 shades I own is Cherry Splash, which is no longer available, but I will show you a comparison later. And then I also have Venetian Rose. So I'll show you that now. I have the new Venetian Rose on one side and the old one on the other. And I feel like the formula is actually really similar. If anything, I think the old formula is just not as dewy. The new formula definitely does give more hydration, I think, with those added ingredients. It definitely looks more hydrated. It's more dewy on the new formula side, but the old formula, it still has a glow nonetheless, but it's not as glowy as it is now. And I will say that it's just like a slight patchiness with it compared to the new formulation. So I really do prefer the new over the old, but I wouldn't say there's like a drastic change in the formula. So, you know, if you did enjoy it, I think it's just a little bit improved is the best way to describe it. I mean, it just goes on so beautifully, and I think it's a really nice buildable formula where if you want something a little bit more sheer and lighter, you can do so, but you can build that up and get that more pigmented look. But then to touch base on the new dropper, I definitely think it's an improvement from the last packaging. The last dropper was just so bad, like you couldn't actually get any product out with it. This one is a little bit better, but I don't think it's the best. I definitely think they could have still made it better, because there are times where I will try to pick up products inside the bottle and it doesn't drop out as I would like it to. But nonetheless, I'm still happy with the new formula and I really enjoy it now. Like, I just love it. I think I'm gonna be a liquid blush girl all of a sudden when I'm all about my powders. So with that being said, let's talk about these shades individually, starting off with, you know, my favorite one that I have on right now, Rose Milk. I think it's such a pretty, like, mid-tone, milky, rosy pink. I think it's just going to be one of my go-to blushes. I love how this looks. Then we have Little Lilac, which I feel like was a really popular shade beforehand. This one I would describe to be like a cooler toned lilac pink. I think it suits my eye makeup perfectly as well, but I was a little scared about this shade because I thought it was going to be too purple, but it's just like the perfect cool tone lilac pink on me. Then the next shade is called Pink Nectar, and I would describe this to be like a peachy pink. I also really enjoy this one as well. It has a really subtle, like, peachy kind of undertone to it, a really good mix. Then we have Venetian Rose, which I did show you previously to compare, but Venetian Rose pretty much is like a dusty, rosy, mauvey pink. I think it does look a little bit darker in the bottle than it comes off on my skin, but I still think nonetheless it's a really nice, like, mid-tone type of shade. And then we have Sunset Sky, which I would describe to be like a peachy orange pink. Like, it has more of like an orangey, like a slight orangey undertone to it. But I did compare this one to Cherry Splash, which is the old shade that they used to have. I would say that Cherry Splash has a little bit more like of a reddish undertone, whereas Sunset Sky has a bit more of an orange undertone, but they do look really, really similar on the cheeks. They're just like ever so slightly different. So if you did own Cherry Splash and you wanted, you know, something similar in the new range, then I would recommend Sunset Sky. Then we move into Soft Amethyst, which I would describe to be like a mauvey pink. So as you can see here, I'm saying a lot of pinks, like everything is giving me pink vibes, but I would say a mauvey pink is my description of it. And then one of the new shades is called Autumn Sky. This is like a nice tangerine orange. It honestly is giving me Faded Clementine vibe, like a very nice burnt tangerine orange, which I absolutely love. I don't think it suits my eyeshadow today, but for a warmer look, this is really, really pretty. And as you can see on me, it does go a little bit darker. And the last shade is called Forbidden Fruit, which is also a new shade. I would describe this to be like a deeper version of Venetian Rose. It's like a deeper, dusty rose. So if you have a deeper complexion and you like Venetian Rose, but you think Venetian Rose might be too light on you, then maybe give Forbidden Fruit a go, because I think this one like kind of gives the same vibe, but just like a little bit darker. So yeah, those were all 8 shades swatched on me. Let me know which shade was your favorite down below in the comments. Rose Milk, like I said, would have to be my favorite, but honestly, I think I'm gonna be using these blushes a lot, especially because I'm going into my summer as well. So I think, you know, I just found my new favorite liquid blush. Not that I have many favorite liquid blushes, but I am a fan now. I truly am a fan. Like, I think just applying with your fingers, it just gives you the most healthy, youthful glow. I'm obsessed. I will put in the wear test now so you guys can get more of an idea of how long it will last and what it looks like by the end of the day. At this point, I've already been wearing it for like 2 hours, so I will do a close-up of what it looks like right now. So I'm just filming from my iPhone because I feel like it does pick up the color a little bit better. but this is what my cheeks are looking like right now. So it's around 3 o'clock. I probably had this on for already 3 hours and I think it still looks pretty good. Honestly, when I look in the mirror, like it looks way more pigmented than it does like on my phone. Alright, so I'm back home now. It's currently 9:30 and this is what the blush is looking like. I do just have a light on me just because it's really dark in my room. This would be the lighting, so just so you guys can get a better idea of the blush. Honestly, I think it looks great. I mean, I didn't really sweat that much at pole today. It wasn't really too intense in that way, but you still can see a bit of the color. And yeah, I think it actually looks pretty good for not setting it in. The glow is still there. I think obviously the color has faded, but 9.5 hours, I think, you know, I'm okay with that. I think it actually looks pretty good. Alright, so here is the same blush, Rose Milk, but this time I did set it down with some loose powder, just transparent powder. As you can see, it's gone down a bit more matte, but it still has a bit of that glow there, which I absolutely love. I love how this looks, and it's currently 2:30 right now, so I'm sure it's gonna last throughout the day. I mean, it lasted pretty long when I didn't set it. So final check-in, it is currently 10 p.m. at night, so I've had this on for about 8 hours now. As you can see, I'm a little bit more dewy than I was in the morning, but that's just all of my natural oils. I think it held on pretty well. I mean, 8 hours. I'm pretty impressed with it. I mean, I didn't really like do much today. I just had some errands to run. I had dinner, and then I just cleaned the house a little bit, and now I'm here. So didn't really like sweat or anything, but that's pretty much what it's looking like. So I think it holds up pretty good. But alright guys, that pretty much does conclude my review on the M Cosmetics Color Drop Serum Blushes, the reformulated version. I hope you guys found this review helpful. Hopefully the swatches and seeing it on me, on my skin tone, help you guys as well to see which shades you would pick out. But yeah guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I truly do appreciate it. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up for me. It really does help me out a lot. Thank you guys so much for watching as always. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!